Namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way on this divinely guided day. Hopefully, you're well and rested and getting ready to start a very productive week. However, that production looks for you, may you be blessed in your endeavors this week. Okay. All right. And if you're new to All Being 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family, allow me to be the first to welcome you. Thank you so much for stopping by, tapping into the messages. If you're returning, thank you so much for returning. And if this is your first time here, welcome. Welcome to All the N 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family, where sometimes I come in hot and sometimes not. What that means is I do cuss, I do curse, I do speak the truth, and I call out names when guided too. Hopefully, you can vibe like that. And if you can, allow me to be the first to welcome you. And to my A1s, who are my day ones, and to my Soul Tribe family as a whole, the Soul Tribe family that's been holding us down, to all the warriors out there, to all the spiritual gangsters, to all the spiritual warriors, to all the spiritual assassins. I love you, and the divine loves you. Thank you for everything that you do for our space. I am truly grateful for each and every one of you. Your likes, your shares, your subscribes, hitting the notification bell, tapping into the messages, getting the messages over to individuals or individual energies that may need that message. I am grateful for each and every one of you. Ashe, and thank you. Let's tap in, y'all. Let's see what this energy is going to bring. All right. Divine, at this time, I ask that you provide us with protection during this read, all reads, and all the time. I ask that you provide us with clear and concise messages, as well as clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment. Any negativity, any toxicity, any evil, any witchcraft being thrown or projected at myself or the Soul Tribe family, I ask that you shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it, as we too shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it. Ashe, and thank you. Y'all, in the energy is abundance, okay? That came flying out of the intuitive Kev's deck. It could be behind some sort of manipulation here that was done to a sweetheart energy. Okay. Tell me more about this abundance, please, and thank you. Yeah, this abundance is coming behind people's jealousy and envy and behind some sort of mental and emotional huh, stress that maybe you endured or that they were trying to cause through this manipulation. I heard that. So many were manipulating a situation, trying to cause you some sort of mental or an emotional unstableness or instability. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Tell me more. Yeah, they're concerned. Somebody's concerned at this time. They could be even concerned about this jealousy. They could be concerned about this abundance. They're jealous about the abundance you're about to get. They could be concerned about mm, whatever mental and emotional stress that they have caused you. Whoa. Yeah, there's some mental and emotional stress that you went through. Okay. Tell me about this sweetheart. Ooh, this is coming in the distant future for a sweetheart. A sweetheart that what high priestess energy that may even have a love offer. Somebody's out here saying hello. Interesting. Mm, okay. Yeah, you got a lot of people upset and jealous about this whatever's coming into you. Whatever it is about to make you a rich girl or a rich guy. And they are envious and jealous over that. Really. And many are concerned about this manipulation and what it did to you mentally or an emotion or emotionally. Mm. They're concerned about this opposition here. Okay. Yeah. Because they was stealing. They shit. Basically, they stole the shit from you. I'm just tell you right now. That's exactly what they did. They stole something from you. This phrase. That's exactly. I don't know why that came up. What the hell is going on over here? Let me look at something real quick, family. That was interesting. Let me look at this. Yeah, somebody over here is really upset about some sort of abundance that you are getting ready to embark on in the distant future. They've been analyzing the situation here. Mm. They've been analyzing a situation here, and there could be people trying to argue against this. They may not. They are expressing something. I feel like, look, this is what they're in. This is what they talking about. How much? They're talking about how much. And a lot of people are very upset because they have to take all this into consideration. They have to take into consideration how people have been stealing from you, possibly on your jobs. I'm hearing some of y'all ain't got paid for hours. They were stealing and then they were manipulating the situation. And then this was causing you mental anguish and emotional stress. You could have been feeling like you were under duress. Some of you could have actually been in some sort of, and look what star seed. Yeah, somebody saying hello to a star seed. Some of y'all could have actually been physically abused as well. These people could have been looking at how to try to steal this from you. They may have stole it already and then have been court ordered to give it back. Yeah, they upset about that shit. This thief, yeah, they upset. They had to get something back. Tell me more about this hello and starseed. Yeah, there is not something ending. So somebody here doesn't want to end something with you or doesn't want something to end. Or if you thought you were getting ready, high priestess, to, get this abundance and and move to another country, somebody's saying hello. Okay. Yeah, you're on your path. Your pathway is not ending. Whatever you're doing right now, it's not coming to an end. And whatever's coming is possibly a home, a stable home. You may be able to buy a home with this abundance. Okay. Really? Yeah. Somebody could be concerned about your health. Okay. Your mental health, especially if you've been dealing with a bunch of lies and deceit. If I got ready to say divine masculine, a bunch of karmic masculine energy, a lot of this could have been whatever you experience with this manipulation, this mental and emotional instability that has these people in their feelings. They're concerned. Okay. They're concerned at 11:10. Somebody right now is seeing 11:10 or 11:11. Somebody out here is concerned about the opposition they caused you. Wow. There's more to this opposition though. I'm picking up more than that though. It's not just like opposition like that, family. Mm-mm. It's something else with this. Hold on, let me see. Mm-mm. Yeah. There were some proposed changes to something. And there's a lot of people against the proposed changes to something. And what they're against is the fact that what's being taken into consideration is their motive, which was it was all behind jealousy, envy, and them just totally despising you, carrying an animosity against you, them stealing, them manipulating situations, and them trying to break you down mentally, emotionally, and physically, make you unstable mentally. They're concerned because now all this is being looked at. Mhm. Somebody's being asked, could they have made it through what you went through? And this is a divine gift from God. This is a divine gift from God. See the future devoted to spirit. Ooh. This also brings in some sort of opportunity to make a change or to take a chance and open and be open to possibilities. This could be someone's lucky break. This is a gift from God, y'all. Hmm. I heard that. Spirit said, put it on that side. Okay. So this is a divine gift from God. God saying, do not forget. Okay. Yeah. See the future devoted to spirit. Okay. And people are very jealous and envious of this rich girl energy that's out here. And then we have intuitive Kev. Okay. You could have been born in 87. This intuitive Kev could be 87, born in 87. Mm. Leo energy. There's a karmic masculine who's upset because there's somebody, ooh, he upset because he about to go to the jail. Damn. There's a karmic masculine who's upset because he's about to go to jail behind some shit. Okay. Yeah, God's telling you, divine femme, divine mask, whoever this message is resonating with, keep your faith. Didn't I say that? Yeah. Don't forget where your blessings come from. Mhm. Don't you ever forget that. Okay. Yeah, this is a legal proceeding at the bottom of the deck. This has everything to do with legal proceedings. They're afraid about this legal proceeding. Their concerns are, what it is that you are being given. Mm-mm. But this is to be expected. For what they did, this is to be expected because the legalities of it is they're looking at this as a crime against another human being. They got hate crimes. Somebody is seeing this as a hate crime. Damn. And this is to be expected. They couldn't look at just some things. They had to look at all things, how this affected you, impacted you, or something like that. You could be divine feminine energy. With this high priestess, you just may be divine feminine high priestess energy. Wow. And then it flips out and flips around. Yeah, there's no conflict here. Okay. Somebody's saying there is no conflict with whatever you're about to get, rich girl. There's no conflict with that because once they look at everything, yeah, something about there's no conflict of interest here because they're looking at everything. They're looking at the manipulation, they're looking at the mental and emotional attacks. They're looking at the theft, the thievery. Damn. I cannot make it up on the split and I seen courthouse. Yeah, it was a lot of third parties involved. There were a lot of third parties involved with this. Tell me more. And despite the fact you still stay in North Node energy, Earth Angel at the bottom of the deck. So you a divine feminine, high priestess, Earth Angel, starseed energy. They probably like, damn. That was a lot. Yeah, these folks is in some emotional pain right now, family. They pissed. Okay, these folks is in some emotional pain. Hmm. Oh, I feel like with this emotional pain, this is giving me the energy and spirit saying it is to be expected because I feel like their pain is really coming from the fact that you're about to be a rich girl. Their pain ain't coming from nothing other than that, but they caused you a lot of emotional pain, and somebody sees that. Surprise! Somebody's out here saying hello and surprise to you. I don't know who this energy is, but it feels like they had something to do with divine intervention, this abundance and this opportunity that's coming towards you because a lot of karmic third parties were involved, feminine energy. Whew. Okay. Tell me more, spirit. Tell me more. Mm. Yeah, somebody, you about to get some sort of message. Something's coming in. And people have been, and I think something was supposed to come a long time ago, or maybe they hadn't done their investigation. Yeah, look, there somebody wants to make a love offer to a rising star. They don't want something to end here. Okay, this rising star, I feel like you're the star seed energy. You've always been a rising star, but maybe just not in the capacity of what you are now. This could have something to do with, just what you're doing, whatever you're doing right now in your life presently. Okay. Oh, I looked over here and see this. Look, y'all, bottom of the deck. But yeah, this is being because somebody's looking at it as they were hunting you. Damn. They're looking at it as you were being hunted. Damn. Tell me more. Mm-mm. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? Yeah. I can't make it up. And this is their karma. Somebody was hunting you to the point where, your karma ends up being sunny side up. That may even be how you like your eggs, while others are going through a storm. There was a divine masculine. I feel like there is still a divine masculine that is coming in saying hello to you, starseed, earth angel, high priestess, divine feminine energy, who's a rising star. Hmm. You actually about to get some real money. Hmm. You actually about to get some real money. Okay. Hmm. You may be getting notice of this week. There may be somebody knocking on your door coming from FedEx. There's something you may have to sign. This could be a week to 3 weeks from now. Mm. A week to 2 weeks to 3 weeks from now, or this week. Yeah, it had everything to do with your work. Mhm. Like I told you, these people were stealing. They were stealing money from you. They could have even done you really dirty, family. Okay. Yeah, they did you real dirty. They were stealing, they were manipulating, they was fucking with you bad. Okay. Yeah. And this has been revealed by the legal system. Legal system revealed that shit. Their jealousy, their envy, their hatred for you was revealed by somebody in the legal department. That might be why you hearing crickets. You ain't hearing nothing. Everything's still right now. There's stillness. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, because people was playing. And with this stillness, this is giving me the energy of like people playing, like gaslighting you. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, they were playing a game, sitting here waiting to see how you reacted to something. So they was just all up in your energy, playing with you and just sitting back, watching, waiting to see how you received or how you acted or whatever. That's what they were doing. Dirty motherfucker. Ain't they? Mm, mm, mm. Okay. What else? Mm. Yeah, that was their intentions. I cannot make it up. That was their intentions. Their intentions were to see if you remained this kind energy after all the shit they was doing to you. Somebody realized that. Somebody saw that. Somebody was like, your intentions were to really possibly provoke someone into, stepping off they square onto a rectangle. But instead, family, you remained kind when you probably could have took a few heads off. Especially when the motherfuckers went to questioning and somebody got questioned. But look, there were two Michaels where somebody worked, right? They questioned the one Michael and they put them under a lie detector. Well, that wasn't the Michael that snatched your fucking hair out, or that wasn't the Michael that, was fucking with you on the job. That wasn't the John that was fucking with you on the job. You know what I'm saying? You notice that family everywhere they go, they got two Michaels, two Johns, two Kims, two Karens, two of everybody, right? Oh yeah, that wasn't intentional. I mean, that wasn't set up for fake. That was an intentional setup, just like that. That's why intentions were out here because they set it up to where if anybody was questioned, it's like, well, which Mike, which John, which Kim, which Sarah, which Jennifer, which Tanya. I heard Tanya, huh? Which Janisha, right? Okay, type energy. Which Stephanie, which Debbie, which Pam, which Karen, which Heather. Okay, type energy. They were playing with you so cold that this is looked at as being a hate crime. Yeah, they were trying to make you weak, or they were trying to weaken your defense, or weaken some investigative defense. But when they started looking at it, and I feel like when they started trying to, they tried to weaken your case. When they tried to weaken your case, they said, okay, well, we're going to look at it from this perspective. And that's when they looked at it from the manipulation, the mental and emotional abuse, the opposition, the stealing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then the motives behind it, jealousy and envy. Oh, yeah. They were like, okay, well, since you're going to oppose this, we're going to look at everything from this perspective. They started looking at it from your energy's perspective. Message. They sure did. They started looking at it from your perspective, family. What if it was them that had went through what you went through? That's where the mental anguish comes in. That's where the depression comes in. That's where you know what I'm saying? And through all that, you were full of mental anguish. You were very depressed, but you still kept plowing through because you already knew wasn't nobody coming, or at least that's what you thought. You figured wasn't nobody coming to help you until you stepped right there to the divine. You may have never gone to the divine the way that you went to the divine. I promise you. You'll pray, but you didn't go to the divine in those other prayers the way you went to the divine this time in this prayer. It came from your soul, the center of your soul. You tell me more. Yeah, I can't make it up. You got determination out here, and how they was trying to consume. They was trying, I promise you, they were determined to consume everything when it came to your work. Whether you were working for them or working for yourself, they was on you. They were very determined to consume your wealth like vultures. Like vultures. Yeah, they were very determined like vultures. On the chime, confirmation. Determined. I heard that too. Spirit said, put the message the way you read it. Yeah, they were determined to take from you. And this was whether you were working with them, for them, or had your own. Okay, or had your own. Yeah, had your own power. That's what it was all about. You have your own power now. So now somebody really want to try. Then no, 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 no. You look, you ready. You stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready. Say there's disclosures everywhere for anybody that's in question about this here young miracle that's coming into you, family. Okay. Yes, a beautiful, unexpected blessings are coming. Mm-hmm. Mm. They upset too, boy. They upset about this blessing right here. Yes, because it's full of love, passion, a birth, procreation, a birthing. This is going to allow you to birth something. Tell me about this Aphrodite. What's that? I can't make it up. You could be a beauty. You could be full of love and fertility, okay? Even lust at times, but you ain't been lusting. But it's something about your energy is a pleasurable energy filled with passion, and you do procreate. You may have already had children, but now you're rebirthing something else, light worker, driven by a deep desire to serve those in need. You are blessed with infinite powers and inner guidance. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Boy, these people right here, what they did, this is considered a hate crime. I ain't lying. Somebody has turned it and looked at it from a different perspective because they were pissed at what something was coming into you. They was opposing that shit. They were like, okay, you gonna oppose that? Well, look at it from this perspective. And they backed that motherfucker up all the way, family. All the way. They backed that up all the way. You about to get a retro payment for this hate crime. These were hate crimes. Take it how it resonates. It could have been your own people hating on you. Take it how it resonates. Only because, and probably because you sided with a divine feminine who's also a high priestess and a sweetheart and a light worker and a star seed. And people were pissed at you for siding with them. Okay? That's what they were. This was a hate crime. This is being looked at now. Whatever you was getting ready to get and they was talking shit about it and they didn't like it, family, they said, okay, we're going to look at it from this point of view, this perspective. Okay. They looked at it from the perspective of, okay, they went through all of this shit. You did this to this person. So if they're out here calling you crazy or something deranged or blah, blah, defamation of character, whatever the fuck they saying about you, somebody else is saying, but you did this. But y'all are the reason behind this. Had you not, had you left someone alone, had you considered them for this or that because they had the merits, the degrees, the qualifications, the work ethics, the tenure, the years of service, something like that, okay, family? They was like, you did this to this person. You did this to this healer, to this powerful healing hands, channeling healing energy from source. Someone that doesn't just heal themselves, but can heal other people. Someone who's in synchronicity and in synchronization with the divine creator of all living things and the universe. Okay. Someone who brings in balance and harmony. They like, y'all did this. That's what they saying. They're like, okay, well, we'll look at it from this perspective. We'll look at it from, what is that? Archangel Shamiel. We'll look at it from this perspective. Bringing the bringer of pure love, powerful spiritual illumination, peace in your heart and relationships, one who seeks God. That's it. They said, okay, we're going to bring it to you like that then. If you don't see it like this, we'll see it like that. When they sat up here and got to crying about this miracle that's coming into you and how much this miracle is, they was like, okay, you know what? We did that because we were trying not to put these other charges on your ass. Karmic, masculine energy who's going to jail. We did that because we was trying not to put these charges on your ass. But since you got a problem with what divine feminine's about to get, we're going to go on and hit you with the manipulation. We're going to go on and hit you with the mental and emotional abuse. We're going to go on and hit you with that opposition and that theft and that thievery of their identity. Mm-hmm. And we're going to add how this was done with a whole bunch of third parties involved. Yeah. Nude out here talking about the goddess of the sky, protector of the dead, rejuvenating. Somebody, you about to be rejuvenated. After this comes in, whatever happened, you're like, okay, thank you. Because that's all you wanted was justice. That's all you wanted was justice, especially for what was done to you. You have Archangel Raphael out here, healing, light, protector, okay? The demon tamer, okay? The guide of the heart chakra. That's who you are. That's who you will be. Yeah, you was that diamond in the rough, rare, one of a kind, under pressure, overlooked. And that's exactly what they did. And you turned into something great because you went to the divine. Okay, family. So I'm going to leave this message here for you. All right. Hopefully it resonates or provides you with some guidance. I love you and the divine loves you. Let's close out. At this time, divine, I ask that you continue to keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect, and good health and good wealth in our lives and all the time. Ashe and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.